Okay, welcome back. Mania here on another night of Magic Arena. Okay, I do have the chance to kill a bunch of creatures, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that with my Dimir control deck, which is on Stream Decker, so you should be able to click on that and take a look at what I'm playing. Okay, looks like a good start. Unfortunately, all the lands do come into play on do come into play tapped, but I have a fair bit of control and some card selection here, so I'm going to keep this. Hopefully, within the first two turns, I'm able to get a untapped land, so I can kind of sculpt what I'm playing. Uh, whether I try for a moment of craving, treasure map for the long haul, or keep up some cancels starting on turn 3. Okay, opponent did mull to 5, and he's playing blue. Gonna try squeaking the old treasure map out. If it was blue-red, he's already on the back foot. Same thing with like a Merfolk deck of blue-green. He's already too slow. Okay, there you go. We're playing Dimir, so that's perfect. Squeeze that treasure map in there. So we get to see what he's up against. I imagine he's going to take the Chupacabra. He could take one of the cancels, though. I'm pretty sure I'm keeping the moment. Oh, it looks good. I don't think I'm going to stop anything that he plays next turn, so I'm going to freeboot. Show him what I just drew. Yeah, that opponent. Alright, there you go. So Scarab God. Interesting. I protect my freebooter with by choosing the ambush. I slow him down even more by hitting the cancel. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna hit the cancel. Slow him down even more. The thing I'm worried about is I do have Champion of Wits. If I draw them, they're going to be an excellent way to just keep the pressure on. And I don't want them exiled. That's the key term here. Yeah, there you go. You got rid of that. At this point, I think I want to sit back. There we go. Don't expect a Scarab God from him very soon. Hoping for a land? Any land. Yeah, take it. I think go for swamp. Yeah, man, I'm still interested in lands. I think this turn, I think this turn consists of me going for the Scarab God. Going for the Scarab God and slapping down the booter, I think, maybe, at the end of turn. Deck ran very smooth. Alright, 4 lands. I got card search, spell control, creature control. I think I'm good. Opponent does get to go first again. A little slow for Merfolk though. I think the Zealot helps, the Champion helps. Well, and Chupacabra helps too. He's going to be the pivotal card here. I think I block here. I don't see how it's going to get too much larger. I am planning on playing Champion of Wits into Chupacabra, so I am going to have blockers in case it does get larger, but wow. Here I do have plenty of lands, so it looks like I can get rid of some of these extra ones if need be. Yeah. I think I want to keep the Desert of the Glorified and get rid of this island. I'm still going to have 3 blue sources. This gives me the options to keep drawing lands to cycle through one, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I do have my next turn land into the Chupacabra, so I feel confident that that's the way to go. Okay, this is interesting. I think I'm going to not block the speaker this time. Interesting choice. I kind of have a feeling that this is just the pre-made deck. The precon, you know, straight from signing in. I have a hard time believing you wouldn't go for the Lord there. Here, if he plays 2 Merfolk, that's fine, just as long as one of them isn't the Lord. If this guy has a butt of 4 or less, I'm gonna chump. Oh no, he doesn't even try. Doesn't even try. Interesting. There he goes. think he's going to try it this time. Yeah, there we go. Thinking Champion of Wits here, so that I have Moment of Craving back up, as opposed to the Chupacabra. Chupacabra does clear the board, so he has to commit more things. But if he goes for the Oasis or another boon, I can snipe that Adept with my Champion of Wits play. So I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to keep open 2 blue. Just seems like a stronger presence to me. Okay, here I want the 7th land to come into play untapped to eternalize the Champion of Wits. It's really going to solidify my board. It's really going to clear it up. The only thing I would really fear is Hadana's Climb, and even though I do believe they start with it, I think it's definitely manageable with Moment of Craving and Ravenous Chupacabra in my hand. If he attacks, I block. Such a frightened little boy. Okay, at this point, I don't really care about the lands coming into play tapped. So this utility, the swamp, and I think I'm going to get rid of the Evolving Wilds as well. I don't think I'm ready to attack yet. Yep. Maybe next turn. Always take a look at the hash up and wage steps. I always forget if it gives them trample or not. Hey, how did he get those? Minor generic lands. His are fancy ones. Yeah, firm control of this. Uh-huh. Yeah, just really cementing my presence here. He really got off to a slow start. Another time an opponent gets to start first. I think that's somewhat acceptable. Yeah, it looks good. Against control, I get to draw in by making my land drops, and against aggro, I have 3 ways to stall the board. Okay, opponent mulls to 6. Okay, red black. I think I want to be aggressive with my cards here. I don't want to discard too many lands. I think the Boneyard's going to go. I think the consign might be important if he tries to manipulate the treasure map in any way. But it looks like I'm playing spells. I'm going to assume he has something out here for the Chupacabra. So I'm going to get rid of the Supreme Will. Not exactly what I want to Chupacabra. Now maybe take the hit, consign end of turn. I think I can get that Phoenix back into his hands and make him discard it without dying to it first. I do kind of open up the god to any type of exile effect, the 4-mana exile effect, whether it be the contempt or the hour or that one. The only thing you can get is the consign. Can I go down to 5 against this deck? Probably. Okay, so I have a couple lines here. I can consign the Phoenix and Oblivion it, or I can Chupacabra the Phoenix and consign the token. Now I don't want to take too much damage. I don't want to run the risk of just having, you know, incidental damage dealing me in. Nice. It's exactly the type of card that I wanted him to draw there. Um, Makes it harder for him to draw a removal spell for the Chupacabra. Just need to fight through these next 2 turns, and you know, if I fight through the card advantage that he gained, I'll be in a really good spot. Nice pull. Okay, I have a bit of confidence here. This is going to be really tough for him to deal with. Especially when I have negate, so there's two ways for me to tackle that guy. Nice. I think I go for the cards here. Another Glory Bringer would be unfortunate, and if that is like a lightning strike, I'm done. I could go for a pull. Maybe that's a safer bet. Like, I'm in no rush. I can contempt a dude. I can negate a spell. Like, I'm in no rush to finish this off, to do the last 6 points. Otherwise, I would just Tetzamaka nothing. Which I might be able to do next turn if I pull into some lands or whatnot. A big question is, end of turn, do I pull and leave 2 mana open? I think it's a possibility. I think that's safe. If I'm going completely the safe route. Yeah, it makes sense. And then next turn I can start chipping away with Glyph Keeper or Champion of Wits. Bring either one of those back. Chupacabra would be his card here. Over the top. He could have lightning strike. I think I just let that happen. Wow. 2 Glorybringers. He's gonna be dead before he gets to get some treasures off that. Alright, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I play one of those dudes, I think it's going to have to be the Glyph Keeper. Does he have Arabanat runes? Or 2 lightning strikes? Woo! That was a close one. Okay, a bunch of tapped lands, and a bunch of cards I like here, so I'm going to keep... It's a bit slow, hoping for some untapped lands here in the first 3 turns. Again, try to protect myself with the Moment of Craving on my second turn when I pass, or be able to cast a turn 3 Champion of Wits, or a cancel up. The more I draw these Champion of Wits, and the more I'm put into the decision of what to cast, I always I'm preferring the Champion of Wits. My initial feeling is that with a treasure map there, I don't need to keep a Moment of Craving open, particularly without a creature breathing down my neck, so I think I'm safe to get those lands in and go for the Champion of Wit's third turn. Interesting deck so far. Not really sure what his plan is. I think we can go untapped. I'll just play the Zealot first. See what happens from there. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want the island there just to Moment of Craving some silliness. The choice to attack. He has 7 permanents for Ascend. If he flips that, it will get there, but I think it's fine. I think attacking there is good. Okay. Looks like indeed he does want Ascend, or he wants these around for some reason. He could be mana screwed too. He could be a 2-color deck and just not have that second color. Here I'm not sure really what to do. I know I don't want to cycle that, but craving one of his guys, probably not really interested in that either. I'll just waste that 2 mana, I don't know. Chupacabra might be an interesting one, but I think maybe Tetzmoc. Yeah, I think Tetzmoc cancel. I have a feeling that Radiant Destiny or Immortal Sun or something's coming up to make these guys bigger. So I want to keep my cancel. I actually want to have my cancel active. Go after one of the tokens. Try to kill that Martyr of Dust and nab the token, I guess, if I really care about what he's doing. No attacks. That is definitely the type of card I want to use Moment of Craving on and risk. I mean, if he's going to play, the Radiant Destiny, sure. If he's going to use Treasures um, to get some powerhouse card, like the Dryad going, all right, like I'll deal with that next turn. But very risky. I think I go for the Martyr here. The champion, yeah, I think the champion's fine over there. Excellent. I have a feeling his gamble did not pay off there. He can get 6 through. I'm definitely blocking. If he uses the dunes or not, definitely blocking. Okay, here I can cancel whatever he tries playing. End of turn is the only time I'm going to use treasure map. This thing, I don't care about that thing. Yeah, I'll keep that. Kills his guys. Very strong position now. Even though he's at 31. I think if he exerts, I block. Now, no. Okay, no exerts. No block. If he doesn't have a hand, it's not worth it. Okay, now I'm just looking. I mean, the most he can do is fight. Well, with that guy, I assume he doesn't have any crazy enchantments on there. Oh. Oh no. Okay, he isn't. He's nowhere near close to activating this guy. That definitely widens your eyes when they play that guy, but surveying the battlefield, he's got nothing. He's not even close to doing anything with this. Okay, here's the big one. Uh, dang. Okay, let's go for what, 5? This is 5 in a row? Won all of our other games. This is looking pretty good, pretty successful night so far. Outside of our old growth dryads. Now we can just hope for a unexpected rare or mythic come from the rewards, or some really sweet pulls out of our prize pack or our buy pack. Okay, home opponent goes first again. Um, 2 lands, able to cast two of my spells. It will be card filtering. I I think I'm good with this. Still have 27 lands, so I really have higher than normal odds of drawing more lands. Don't really have. I mean, yeah, cancel on turn 3 is nice and all, but I think I just want to get onto the board, and I'm not too thrilled about Moment of Craving onto this Martyr of Dusk. I'll just kind of let him smack me around with it for a little bit. So I'm gonna get my treasure map out. Here next turn, I can still leave mana open for a Moment of Craving. Still have that submerged Boneyard. Looks like a freebooter is coming instead of the Moment of Craving. Oh, and this is great. I'm gonna freebooter first. This allows me to plan what I'm gonna do. Do I want to lean for the Chupacabra on turn 4, or do I just want to scry and start building up the map? Okay, well, the Regal Caracol is going to draw cancel or Chupacabra. Planning, I'm not too worried about the commission. Commission, I think, is a choice here. From there, I don't really need the submerged Boneyard. I really don't need the Chupacabra on 4 because I'm planning on doing it on turn 5. Yeah, I think filtering might be the best here. Yeah, he's not getting that back. He's going to try a little harder than that. Another interesting thing is, yeah, he has an island in there. He doesn't have a second plains for that Caracol. I would imagine he's going to resolve that situation here. Yeah, there you go. That solves it. I'll put that on top. So now I have a two-pronged defense, well actually a three-pronged defense against the Caracol. Don't think I'm going to be wasting a cancel on it, but I'm definitely going to be using a Essence Scatter on it or the Chupacabra. Not using anything on the Martyr. Although I think at this point if he doesn't do anything and just kind of passes the turn, I will Moment of Craving that Martyr. Or this one. Nah, this one could hit. Little guy, less of a chance that he'll think a scatter is up, so I'll keep him. I'll definitely block a Martyr of Dusk with the Zealot over the freebooter. The Monument, excellent. Cancel that. I think that's actually the first Monument I've actually canceled. They always hit it. They always sneak it in there. No attacks. And no, I'm not stealing a token. Wow, the hits keep coming. I think that might be interesting. It'll definitely get me a Glyph Keeper cheaper than a Interesting Melody, and it's more useful in the graveyard than um, an empty Chupacabra hit, something like that. Still not ready for you, dude. Yep. Okay, so see your next turn. Next turn is Chupacabra. So Moment of Craving, I believe, is something I'm interested in doing this turn. I'm thinking he's exerting the initiate. Aha. And I'm assuming he's going to play the Glyph Keeper post-combat. In which case I'm going to do my trick and steal it. Yeah, I think Glory Browns is my guy here. So many choices for 0 mana. Ooh, got ahead of myself there. Interesting. Interesting choice. I think I want my negate. Yeah. Hmm. No, I think it's important to keep its attacks to a minimum here. I need to get back in. Okay, here. I think it's the swamps. Alright, so 3 against his 5, so I'm going to take 2. If I'm attacking with the Glyph Keeper. Yeah, I think that's okay. Alright, interesting. Just two. I don't think I'm ready for the Vizier to come back as either a Cliff Keeper or another Ravenous Chupacabra, so I just want to keep it on the board. See what he has up his sleeve. Oof. Alright, interesting. Okay, 4 with the pool. Yeah, I'll take 3 cards here. Excellent. The writing was definitely on the wall there. Alright. Store up. Still think Ixalan is my best bet. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. So I got just the old stuff and no rivals for the weekly reward. Huh. Bummer. Oh, hey, looks good. Firebrands, Silver Gill,
Never seen water burn?
Mythic. I will. Might be able to crack my vault here. Nothing too fancy over here. Got a lot of vampires. Probably amulet if I choose to delve into that type of deck. Not the worst. Binding's good. Uncommon wild is good. Opts. Big old dinosaur. Big old dummy. Scarab God. Scarab God. Not today. Interesting. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. I think if it hasn't been done already, with the Exert, it's not going to be. Last chance. Last chance for greatness here. Monitor? Could see some sort of play. Has seen play in standard in the past. Oh yeah, 101.2. Cast out great. Oh yeah, wild, perfect. Cracking the vault. My mythic. Meh. Well, that was underwhelming. Alright, so 3 res I can add. I'm getting close to the point where I could potentially start getting the lands and really like kind of smoothing my draws, because as you can see, there's a lot of just submerged boneyard, and even though I took 2 Evolving Wilds out, I initially had 4. You know, with the boneyard, with Evolving Wilds, with the deserts, which will eventually become the fetid pools to cycle. I just get a lot of slow starts. However, it's not really bringing me down too much. Obviously, I won all those games, so it's not like it's not like I'm getting beat up and completely overrun. Everything seems to be going well. The cancels might not be needed. Eventually, I do want to take them out. They're just not for the deck. But yeah, I'll have to mull it over. Might want to add a land or two. Use those wilds, but I just hate using the wilds on lands when you can use them on like a value spell. And as we saw today, the mana base seems to be working. So something to think about. Something to rest my head on. Thank you for watching. Do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.